In Latvian terms, Ventspils is a small town. Even though it's far from the centre of Latvia's economic and political life in Riga, it's always managed to be the centre of attention. Almost everyone in Latvia has a positive opinion about the quality of life in Ventspils, but very few people considered Ventspils to be a tourism destination worth returning to. Therefore, our challenge was not only to attract more tourists and businesses, we wanted tourists to visit Ventspils regularly. To achieve this, we firstly defined that in reality Ventspils is a self-sufficient city, or rather a city-state, or even a state within a state. So Ventspils started doing what successful states do, printing its own currency and opening embassies throughout the world, that is, in the form of a global embassy. With the support of PR and social media, Ventspils money, Vents, became the attracting force that brought people to the online platform, the virtual embassy. Here, the guests can earn Vents by sharing their experiences through video and photos, or by making up their own sightseeing route and then spend it during the next visit to Ventspils. Ventspils Vents are a fully accepted currency throughout the state of Ventspils at more than 40 tourist sites, hotels, cafes, sports clubs and souvenir stores. The announcement that from now on Ventspils would have its own currency called a tsunami in the media, whose waves extended as far afield as the neighbouring countries of Estonia, Lithuania and Russia. Even the head of the Bank of Latvia, Prime Minister and President were forced to take part in debates about the legality of Ventspils currency, while the general public shared its versions of the currency's design via social networks. In the Latvian media, the news about the emission of Vents became the most debated issue of the week, which is why we didn't have to spend any Vents or any other currency to buy media time and space. Lines formed at the currency exchange points, where each guest could receive his first 300 Vents. The first emission of 1 million Vents turned out to be insufficient as early as the very next day. A few days later, it transpired that 3 million was not enough either. As a result, almost 10 million Vents ended up in circulation. As a currency to be used to make payments in Ventspils, Vents were used by people from 16 countries. To date, 2,929,500 Vents have been used to make payments. During Ventspils Online Embassy's first 7 working weeks, it was visited by almost 50,000 guests of the state, which is 7,000 more than the population of Ventspils. And they'll be back.